The Victoria Royals played the Prince George Cougars on opening night, September 29th, 2023 in Victoria. It's actually their third game of the season. Before I get to my recap of tonight's game, we're going to show you a bit of the opening minute of the game, and you can also look back on my channel. We'll have a video of the pregame ceremony. But so here's about the first minute of play. Then we go into my recap and we'll show you the last minute of play. Thanks for watching my channel. It's September 29th, 2023. We're here at the game with Shannon. It's Victoria Royals versus the Prince George Cougars. In goal for Prince George tonight is Ty Young. He's a draft choice of the Vancouver Canucks. Of course, we're not going to show you the whole game, but my recap is up next. Coming up right after this is my thoughts on the game. It's early in the game. We've only played about a minute or so. It's still scoreless. And Braden Holt is in net for Victoria. Looks like we have a pretty good crowd on hand. And there's the featured star of the Canucks. And Shannon, do you have any thoughts on the game or any predictions?
For me, I think it's going to be 4.
Okay, my recap is next, everyone. Thank you so much. Okay, it's Coach Rob. Here's my final thoughts of the game. Sorry, I had to adjust the camera angle because I'm actually reading off the computer here. It was not a great night for the Victoria Royals. They lost tonight, as you probably know by now. It was actually one of the worst opening losses in franchise history, even going back to the Cougar days when the Prince George Cougars were the Victoria Cougars. It was Prince George 11, Victoria 2 goals at the Save-On-Foods Memorial Arena. Not a very good night. In fact, it was only a scoreless game until 3:10 of the first period, when the Prince George Cougars scored, and the Victoria's first goal of the first period would be Tanner Scott would score at 16:08 of the first period. It was 4-1, and it would stay that way at the end of the first period. It was 4-1. But Hudson Thornton scored at 42 seconds of the second period. Then it was all Prince George from then. Then the next goal from Victoria, the only goal that Victoria had, was in the third period by Nate Miskey, and assisted by Austin Zemnak and Robin Fisaka. It was 12-2. I'm not going to go through all the goals. If you want to go through the website, you can see all the goals on there and all that. So both Victoria goalies saw action. Braden Holt, he played really well. He was in for 21 minutes and 33 seconds. He did allow the 6 goals. So, and then Jaden Cruz played the rest of the game. He let in 5 goals. But both goalies did have their moments where they played pretty good and made some tough saves. But it's hard when you're badly outplayed. Like, for example, the goaltender for the Prince George Cougars is Ty Young, and he recently signed an entry-level contract with the Vancouver Canucks. He was their 5th-round draft choice, 144th overall back in 2022. He's from Codale, Alberta. But the Canucks must have saw enough of him in their training camp to offer him that entry-level contract. So which means is he will play this season in Prince George, because they can't recall him to the Canucks now because he's already been assigned to junior. Unless it's an extreme emergency, then I think they can recall him. So he'll likely play in Abbotsford next season. So that's something to look forward to here as we go back, and we'll give you the 3 stars of the game. And it's at the top here. Where are the 3 stars? Oh, the 3 stars. Their third star was from Prince George. Prince George Cougars. Beecher was a third star. Then Riley Hidit was a second star. Then Turk Pasak, he had 4 goals, 2 assists for 6 points, and he was tonight's first star of the game. A 6-point night in the game here. And what else can we tell you? There was actually 4,422 people at the arena tonight, which was a pretty good crowd. It didn't really look like that big crowd, but there was a lot on this side. And the referees were Matthew Hickett's, Joss Abenti, and Jack McNabb. It was great to see him back in town. He was the linesman and fan favorite Nathan Van Olsten. He always gets a big cheer when he's on the ice because he's a great linesman. And remember last year he had that one great call on the line that looked like it was offside, but nope, it was pretty good. So he's a great official to have in the building. So I guess that's it for now. I don't know much more I can say when you lose 11-2, but we'll definitely be back for the next game, which is tomorrow night. Hopefully it's not an 11-2 loss. I don't mind if they lose, but it'd be nice if it was closer. And I'm not saying I'm going to do recaps like this after every home game, but I'll try to do most of them if time permits. And right now we're going to show you the final 3 minutes, this final minute of the game, and we will also hear from Cliff LeClain announcing the 3 stars I just gave you. So this is Coach Rob. That's it for now.
It's the Moxies, last minute of play in the third period.
Yes, indeed, it is the last minute of play in the game, and it's been all Prince George tonight. It's 11-2. It's 11-2. We're down to 40 seconds left, everybody, in Game 1 of the season, September 29th, 2023. So it's the third game of the season for the Royals' first home game. They did lose their previous 2. And there's a save by the Victoria goaltender. What a great save. 4,422 is the attendance announced by Cliff LeClain. 8 seconds to go. 5. One last gas for the Royals. A shot and a save by Ty Young. We just signed an entry-level contract. There's some fisticuffs late in the game here. I don't think anything's going to come of it. It'd be silly if they did. No, they're just going to push them up. Well, these guys still want to go at it. I think our referees are doing a good job getting their shots on goal. And this game is definitely over. We'll have Cliff give the 3 stars shortly. And there's Ty Young, the winning goaltender. We like to focus on him because he is the draft pick of the Canucks, and it just previously signed him to an entry-level contract. So we'll see him play many times this year for the Prince George Cougars, and hopefully next year he'll play for the Abbotsford Canucks, and maybe in a few years we'll see him in the National League, in AHL, that is, for the Vancouver Canucks.
Time for this evening's 3 stars of the game, selected by Marlon Martins from the Zone at 91.3. The 3rd star of tonight's game from Prince George, number 21, Andre Becker. 2nd star of tonight's game from Prince George, number 27, Riley Height. And the 1st star of tonight's game from the Cougars, he had 4 goals, number 32, Tarek Parasat. Fans, Royals, thank you for attending tonight's game. The Royals' next home game tomorrow night. National Day for Truth and Reconciliation against the Prince George Cougars.